Hello, Sunday night soul timers. Hope that you're doing well. Had a good weekend. We are continuing with the topic of letting go, AKA surrender. And wow, in the women's purpose community, the last couple of months, there has just been some beautiful work on it. That's a community I manage. It's a personal and spiritual growth community for women in leadership roles. And, you know, this stuff is hard, right? And it's not always easy to yield to the flow of life. But that's the journey. That is the journey because things don't always go our way. And we make it worse when we are not fully embracing the flow of life as it is. There are seasons. And being present for that experience and fully aware and awake and alive to what we can receive in each moment, even for things that this perceives to be bad or unpleasant. I will tell you, I am grateful for my time spent in the dark, as I call it. And, times in my life of immense pain and struggle. That is where like all the beauty has come from. So I congratulate you for watching this video, for any type of work that you've done on the letting go. And I really just want to invite you to continue to witness the ways in which you're making it worse by holding on to an illusion of control. I mean, the truth is we don't have control in a whole lot, you know? And there's things that are absolutely within our power. But where are we finding the balance? Where are we finding the harmony? Where are we stepping into our true co-creative partnership with the universe versus where are we just making it worse? Where are we blocking ourselves? So when it comes to manifestation, and that's something I want to tee up because that's where it always goes, right? I have these desires, I have these dreams. But the thing is, you're getting in your own way because, if you're not in any type of surrender about them, any type of unwavering faith and certainty about them. So when you're holding on and you're in any kind of fear-based energy about them, you're actually blocking them. Because anything that you're desiring that's coming from your heart, that is a high level frequency. Okay. And look, everything's energy, and anything that you're wanting to manifest from your heart, any abundance in any form, health, wealth, love, career, that's a high level frequency. Fear, low, like attracts like. So you are not meeting it because you've got to come up here. You've got to be holding this energy of trust and surrender around it. So divine flow doesn't mean you don't take action. It means you're doing it from a place of faith and trust, not this overly addicted to my plan, trying to control the plan, trying to control the process. So finding that harmony is key. And plus, like, not being in surrender just doesn't feel good. Like, who wants to be in anxiety and worry all the time? We make ourselves crazy. We do. Half the time we're not present for what's happening right in front of us. We're up in our heads about some future event that we can't control. Okay. So that's the deal. What I want to introduce to you tonight in terms of practice is the levels of embodiment of surrender. Okay. And these stages apply to a lot of different types of spiritual concepts and practices. And they are actions. What's one stage of embodiment? And then the other stage is feeling, and then thinking. Those are the different levels of embodiment. And actions is that you are taking actions that are in alignment with surrender. Feeling is that you're feeling peace, you're feeling trust in alignment with the energy of surrender. And thinking is that basically you're not, that you're not in fear, worry, doubt. So what I always say is like, where are you at? Okay. And that's what I want to invite you to think about. Are your actions in alignment? Is your feeling in the alignment with surrender? Are your thoughts in alignment with surrender? Now, it's likely it's not. Okay. And at least in one area of your life. And in the last couple of Sunday night soul times, I've said, pick an area of your life you're most trying to control. So you kind of dissect and hold that area of your life. That's what I want you to do now. And then look at, what are the thoughts I have about this area of my life? What are the feelings I have about this area of my life? What are the actions? How am I taking action around this area of my life? And here's where you start in terms of trying to embody surrender. You start with your actions. The thinking and the feeling, the thinking especially, is the last to go. It's the hardest to do. So this is all about contrary action taking. So if right now you are taking actions that are striving, all about trying to control it, pause that, and ask, how can you take more surrendered actions? How can you take actions that are not based on where the energy of fear is directing you? Okay, so they're contrary to that. And it's not no action. Maybe it is, you know what? I say maybe it is, but how can you make your actions, and it's usually just some kind of contrary action or a pulling back of action potentially, or maybe you've been so in your head about something, you've been at a standstill and taken no action. So it could be taking action. But what you want to do is pause and go, okay, the energy of fear is saying I should take these actions. And you know what? Sometimes that is to do nothing. Sometimes that's what the energy of fear is saying. So what would be like the opposite? Okay. For those of you certain generation, this is like George Costanza do the opposite from the TV show Seinfeld. So what you want to do is start with trying to take behaviors and actions that are in alignment with the energy of surrender, which is the energy of peace, calm, love, trust, belief, unwavering certainty that this thing of your life is already done and you've already achieved all the goals you want. So that's where you start. You start with working on actions. And so that's often contrary action. So if the energy of fear is saying you have to do everything, it's all up to you, you got to muscle this to death, then pull back on those and maybe ask someone to help you. You know, go get some help in terms of the action taking, you know, or take actions, decide what you're going to do each day rather than, you know, having a year-long plan around the thing, for example. If the voice of fear is telling you it's not possible for you, don't even reach out, don't even do the thing, well, then you take baby steps towards it. So again, it depends on what the voice of fear is saying to you, but focus on actions and how you can practice taking contrary action, contrary to where the voice of fear is guiding you. When you start to feel, and let me give you an example, actually. For me, when I was first, you know, I left my corporate job and I was first starting out on my soul purpose journey to, you know, build the business that I have today. For the first couple of years, the voice of fear was saying, give up, go get a job. So even though that voice felt very real and I believed what it was saying, like I didn't think I was going to be successful. I thought I was crazy. I thought I was, you know, at 40 years old to try to be doing what I'm doing, that I should go get a job. I didn't listen to that voice and I kept moving forward in this path. Okay. So I believed the voice. I believed that voice of fear, but I did not take the actions based on where it was guiding me and what it was saying. Okay. So that's step one. When you're good in your actions, you feel like, okay, this voice of fear feels real. I believe what it's saying, but I'm not taking actions based on where it's guiding me. When you're in a groove with that, then you focus on thoughts and feelings, and those you work on together. They're connected, deeply connected. And so the practice there, and I'm going to give you a very simple version. There's a lot you can do here, but I'm going to give you the very simple version, is that you start to pause and witness when you're in any sense of anxiety, worry, fear, doubt about the thing. You pause and you observe what the story is you're telling yourself in your mind, because you're having a fear-based thought that's causing those feelings. I guarantee you. So you pause and you witness. Oh, I'm telling myself this will never be possible. I'm telling myself I'm a failure. I'm telling myself I'm crazy for doing this. That's why I'm feeling anxious. So you pause and you witness, and then you redirect. You choose a different perception. Perception's a choice. Your thoughts are not facts. You are choosing those fear-based thoughts, whether you want to acknowledge it or not. So acknowledge it. Oh, I'm choosing to think this. These thoughts in my head aren't facts. I'm choosing them. What can I choose differently so I feel better? You might be a little fake it till you make it energy. Okay. But you're thinking, oh, I'm never going to be successful. This is ridiculous. Then just choose the thought. I'm exactly where I need to be. I'm going to be wildly successful. Everything I want wants me. It's happening. Whatever it is, but choose a new story. And then this just becomes a practice. Okay. So that's the simple version. So embodiment, actions, feelings, thoughts. Start with the actions. Believe it or not, that's the easiest part. Believe it or not, that's the easiest part. And when you get in a groove with there, try pausing and redirecting and seeing how less anxious you feel, how much less in worry and doubt you feel when you really start to understand that you're choosing those thoughts that are causing those feelings, and that perception is a choice. That's it for now. I hope you have a beautiful week ahead, surrendered week ahead. Enter into this week from just a place of calm and excitement and joy. Okay, bye for now.